Hey, welcome to the 2120 show. Here with your host, Sherrod Price.
And alongside him is your boy Bobby P, repping Bad News 757. Here we go.
Man, today I seen some interesting stuff. Actually, man, I'm going to start out today some motivation. Kick it off.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Man, today I got up, took my ass to the library. I keep speaking. I mean, we always talk about getting a library card.
Library, all right. So
take myself to the library. I went going for podcast material. Ended up. Oh, what's up?
Your phone.
Oh, I didn't know it was playing.
There you go.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Nah, went in there expecting to see some podcast stuff. Actually ended up in a business aisle. Started reading, picking up books, looking through the selections. Sat down for like a good 20 minutes just reading one. It might have actually been longer because I put the phone in my pocket. Ended up reading like a whole chapter, picking up another book, reading another chapter out of that, and then picking up a third book and reading a chapter out of that. Started writing down a plan. Started getting ideas, started jotting down notes. Read 3 chapters of 3 different books today. Returned whatever other books I was reading because it was nonsense. It wasn't legit. Gained more knowledge today. Had the time and the patience to sit down and work. And then I actually got some working on the podcast there too.
All right. Nice,
and then turned around, came home, and having a good day. But why aren't you guys stepping in the library? What's stopping you? I'm sure each and every one of y'all got a dream.
Oh, yes.
And I promise you, whatever dream you have, whatever avenue you want to take, somebody's been there before. So the knowledge is written down. You just have to go, be willing to go get it.
Just go read. That's all you got to go do. You just got to go read. And it's free.
You know, y'all ain't got to follow me and go to the library. Y'all could do an Audible from your phone.
Yeah.
You could go speak to somebody. You could listen to the podcast. You could listen to some more podcasts. Listen to the motivational speakers. But start doing something. Start moving towards your dreams. Start taking steps. And like I keep saying, every show, I'm gonna drag y'all along with my process. Let y'all know how I'm doing, and y'all can contact the show and let us know how y'all doing.
Definitely. Oh, yes. And that's what we're here for, to hold each other accountable. And that's what is going to help you grow. Because it is possible to do it on your own. But I'm just saying that it just helps to have somebody in your corner to help you push you along. Because on the days that you don't want to get out of bed because you're too sore, you're going to have somebody there to hold you accountable. And that's what we get to be here for. So make sure that you get out there and you hold yourself accountable. And we're going to hold you accountable just like how y'all can hold us accountable.
Oh, for sure. Man, so one of the books, this is one of my questions I have for you, because I found it in this book. The book is called Think and Grow Digital. So far, what I'm reading, because I told you I only got 1 chapter in, so far it's talking about the differences between the millennials and previous to that, inside of business, inside of CEOs and the company and how it runs, because millennials have a different way of thinking. They've grown up with technology. They've grown up with being able to have those tools right then and there. They've grown up with whatever they wanted. You can pretty much get it in instantly. Whether you wanted to text somebody, you wanted some food, the technology, everything you have available to you is right there.
Oh yes, all in one spot. It's quiet. Yeah.
The question I wanted to ask, dang, I should probably read the exact part. I want to make sure I'm giving y'all the exact quotes.
Alright, well, while he's looking at that, I'm actually pretty interested to see what the timeline is.
When's the cutoff?
To be considered a millennial. Because I do believe I fall in that category. So millennial is if you're 38 to 23. So if you were born from 1981 to 1996, you are a millennial. Wow.
Oh, wow. So I'm not. So what am I? Like Generation X or something?
I don't know then.
I'm about to look it up.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, I'll check that out later.
But now, 1981. Now I'm an elder millennial though. See, now I'm I'm in the very beginning. I'm an elder.
But when you were in
millennial.
school, the computers and stuff came out for you. So yeah.
Well, I had computers, but it was floppy disk.
Mhm.
It was. You had the floppy disk that you had to put in, and you had oh my god, what they even called it? It looks like the save button.
Mhm.
I don't remember what that little. This
Yeah, it was still a difference for you.
Yeah.
But now today, kids are growing up with just pure, pure technology. Like my
100%
brother,
technology.
my brother knows stocks and knows investments.
All
I'm
Mary
like,
knows for her first system is Xbox.
mhm.
What?
When I first started off, it was like Game Boy, Nintendo, GameCube, Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
She's grown up with a 360, Xbox One.
And whatever else comes out.
Now, still, see, I'm 20, so PlayStation 4 it still feels pretty current and still pretty like back there. Like I had that when I was getting into high school. Well, still in middle school. Actually, we had the PlayStation 4 when I was in middle school.
Yeah, it's been around for a while now.
So, like, I feel like I can say I almost grew up with that. But, like, at her age, oh, heck no. No.
Oh, no. But did not get too far off topic with the...
Oh, no, yeah. The question, it was, it says, why burden yourself with knowledge? And it's pretty much going into how that we can pull up anything instantaneously from our phones. So what's the point of going? For me, that felt like, what's the point of going to the library and open up a book if I can go through my phone, get that information, and read the book right then and there, or get whatever question answered right then and there.
Just a question.
Now, me personally, I feel like you should be knowledgeable and that you should go get that education. You should go get that extra step to get ahead of somebody by reading a book, rather than just only knowing how to pull it up from your phone, only knowing how to go find it. You should already have the answer. And I mean, that's just like being able to solve any problem.
Oh yeah. And now that's great to have the ability to go search and find.
Yeah.
That's a part of what you need. Now you're missing the half of having the knowledge.
Yeah. Now there's a big difference from like me having a knowledge in the field that I am actually doing. Like me wanting to know the top and reading books about business. Like I don't have to know about all the sciences and I don't have to know about all that. So me being able to pull it up on my phone, yes, that is one thing. But you should still be able to, anything that you're doing, that you're involved with,
master that craft.
Yes. Your car, you should know how to change a tire.
Yes. Minimum car.
You should know how to change your tire.
Yeah.
There's no reason that you should ever be stuck because you don't know how to change your tire.
Or change a light bulb.
Oh.
Come on now. Come on now. Or change out your own windshield wipers. I mean, I know AutoZone does it for free, but come on, man. Let's be nice.
And then don't even say man. Yeah, that's a people thing.
Yeah,
that is a people thing.
People.
Now, when it comes to like, something broke down inside. Oh yeah, that's a whole mechanic. That is an expert.
Now you need an expert.
You need an expert to do that. You should still know minimum requirements, like putting oil and cooler in there.
Yeah.
You should know minimum requirements. But when it comes to like,
alright, something's knocking. Alright, you go take this to a mechanic on my car.
It's clicking. Yeah. Don't go in there, inspect the guy trying to figure it out.
You're gonna take it to an expert. That's what they're there.
You're gonna mess it up. You're gonna mess it up. You're gonna mess up your pockets. But still, I think that it's a really good thing to be knowledgeable about all the stuff that you're involved with.
Yes.
Shoot, if it's gonna be your life, you should be the smartest person doing it. You should be able to pass down whatever information you know to another human being, another child, another kid, somebody else who can get to that same field, get to that same level. But yeah, I mean, this question that they threw in this book, I felt like it was nonsense. But they do have some good knowledge in here. And reading the book, you can always take something good out of it. There's always going to be some good within a book.
Well, a lot of those questions are there to actually spark debate.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there to spark debate, because then that's how you get to see both sides, and then that's how you really get to see the real truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you get to have a debate about it. It's like, oh wait, no, it's this. Oh, but wait, hold on. Let me come at you with a little bit of logic, though.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hit you with this, though.
Yeah.
And then now you're like, oh wow. Never thought about it that way, yeah, because you rushed in there with emotion without using some logic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta be logical. Not with everything, and I'm not saying be
a robot.
Yeah,
be systematic about everything,
Don't,
but make sure you have facts. You have
Yes.
incredible. When somebody pulls you down to the point, it's not like people that are racist but don't have actual facts of why they're avoiding the person or throwing the hate. It's not like, oh, they spit in my food at this one plate or they killed my family member. It's just like, no, just we hate them because we hate them. That's it. That's it. That's all. We don't even know why we hate them. We're just going around hating it. So, and it's like,
yeah, that's ignorance.
hey man, if your mechanic, if you ask your mechanic, like, what exactly is he fixing? And he was just like, oh, why are you questioning me? I'd be concerned. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't think he knows what he's doing.
You should be able to, all right, well, this is exactly what's making the noise. This is what I'm going to do to remedy the situation. And there you go.
But this is exactly what I have to do.
Yeah.
These are the costs. This is why it costs this much. And if you can't answer those questions,
Then,
get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of
Walk
there.
out.
That guy's not reputable. You don't want to waste your money there. Because all you can do is waste your money and time. And that's one thing you can't get back is that time.
Yeah. Shoot, what did you have to bring up today, man?
Oh, goodness. Alright, sure. Okay. Yeah, some more list going on, but... Yeah,
Oh, I mean, of course. Yeah.
And here we go. I think this is what I might have been looking for. The breakdown of the years. Is it? No, this isn't it. It's alright. It's alright. We'll come back to that. Alright, so now, what I do want to talk about is what people may consider, and maybe not even have considered, a bucket list. Have you ever considered a bucket list?
Only thing I've ever considered about a bucket list, or I've ever even attempted to say I was gonna put on a bucket list, it was like one thing. I've never sat down and drew out that because I haven't gotten to, because you have goals and dreams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your bucket list comes after your goals and dreams, right?
Yeah. Oh no.
I feel like, or your bucket list is your goals and dreams.
Exactly.
So I feel like people, maybe we just stop using the word bucket list and we just goals and dreams. This is like, what do you want to be when you get older? What are the things that you want to accomplish? It's the same thing as a bucket list. So, but I feel like for me, if I'm using bucket list in my terms, it's like before I die.
Yeah.
My goals and dreams are set times that I'm going to do something.
Yeah. So, top 5 things you would like to get done before you die.
Before I die, I have to man it up, and I gotta go skydiving.
Woo!
Skydiving, and I also have to do the one where you're in a suit.
Yeah.
And you're like, god dang, so close to the mountain. Like, if you...
Oh, you want to do that? Where you, oh my goodness.
I would...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That would be one that would make or break me.
Man, yeah, you're right.
That would either make or break me. Because I don't like drops. I do not like being dropped. So like going to Drop Tower at Busch Gardens, don't ask me. So no.
I know the feeling.
I can deal with like these short drops. I can deal with, but do I choose to go do it? No, not really. Like I don't like going on road. I don't care for none of that. So for that'll be something that I overcome and that I achieve. But that's only for death. And I should probably put eating eggs on that list because I have not.
All right.
Ever since I was a kid, I've completely given up on eggs. I used to gag when I'd eat them; they would not go down. I tried, attempt, put them down, come right back up. So I've completely given up on eggs. But I've always been willing to say that, like marriage, I'd eat my wife's eggs. I'd really feel some type. I mean, and I'm sure at some point I'm gonna have to cook eggs for my kids.
Or you always have something different. I mean, there's always cereal.
There's always so much to do. I can honestly cook. I would love to cook, but cook something else. But one day I'll eat eggs. I've eaten eggs and like freaking fried rice and everything, but I have not gotten to a point of solid eggs
by itself.
Even when like scrambled eggs are being cooked, that smells terrible to me. It smells like straight up.
Like, where do you think that came from?
I don't know, probably it was sometime as a kid I didn't like it. And then it's just stuck with me my entire
maybe
growing up.
Literally like a bad egg one time, and it was just a sour memory. And
I still smell.
It's
the smell, taste. It's like the texture. For sure, the texture and the smell.
Definitely. Heck yeah, that's definitely. All right. So what else? Two more. No.
Well, three more. Well, you have a 5 already?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you have your 5, go ahead.
So definitely want to write a book.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely want to write a book. I definitely want to go to the Grand Canyon.
See, we can do that soon. That's not even have to be before you die.
Oh yeah, but like these.
Because I've been in Arizona.
I'm gonna go see the Northern Lights.
We can catch that in Arizona too.
Yeah, but I haven't seen them yet.
I couldn't see them because I was.
You're blind.
Yeah, man. I'll let you do your 5, and I'll tell that story.
Instead of those, I'm gonna say go to see the 7 Wonders of the World. I'm gonna wrap all that up in one. So see the 7 Wonders of the World. Write a book. Let me see here. Visit all 50 states.
That's gonna be gross. I heard there's some states out there you don't want to go to.
I know, but still, fuck it. I want to say I did it.
At that point, I go to each. Oh, I'm not going to each country. Never mind. There's so many.
And then go on a cruise. I want to go on a cruise.
You know what? Why go on a cruise? You can get on a yacht. I mean, the cruise is on a yacht.
Yeah.
But I mean, get on.
Yeah, you're on.
Out party.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then let me see what else. That'll be the 5th one.
You never been on a cruise? I mean, me neither, but
not like a 5-night, 7 or like a 7 night.
When I was at Chick-fil-A, I had coworkers who would go on cruises like that. They would be gone legit for a week.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost that much to go out there.
Yeah, no, but we just never had the time or the money to be able to afford that because we've always been such a large family.
I watched a video today talking about the separation of life problems and money problems, and that majority of the time, like civilians, well, not civilians, but people that aren't freaking millionaires, aren't rich, that weren't born into money, their life problems and their money problems normally get kind of get mixed, or one, because you're suffering with money, now these are worse. Now you're not sure where you're gonna live, so of course you're not happy, or your relationship might not last. You don't have any money. It's like if money problems happen, life problems can kind of mess it up.
Yeah, doesn't help.
Yeah,
doesn't help, and that's where the saying comes from. When it rains, it pours.
Yep. So, but if you change your mindset and you focus on just the money problems, then your life problems because people that need money, literally money would still solve each issue. But once you get into money, at that point, then you only have to worry about life. people that were born into money, I guess they have life problems to an extent.
Well, they do. They just have a different.
Because every human being has life problems. Like everybody needs to find love.
Yeah, because
everybody
are just on a larger scale than ours. We just can't conceive what their problems are because that's just not our lifestyle yet.
Yeah, but I was watching somebody talk about it who is at that level of money. I don't know his name.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna try.
So what did he say?
Well, because it was an article, but he was speaking on it.
Oh wow.
And he was saying that I should pick up the article, but I couldn't. But he was talking about he's been at that point where he had no money, literally $0, and he was in like a 400 bedroom apartment, like a 400 apartment.
Yeah.
No, the price was 400.
Oh, yeah. Oh wow.
And it was just him and his son. He didn't have any money, and he had nobody to turn to. He said he's been at that point.
Yeah.
So when you hear people saying that they have money and they're unhappy, you're kind of like, what?
Yeah, how?
And so people were having such a negative response to the article. So he's speaking on the article, but he was also saying that he understood.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see much of the article, but I'll get into that and talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, no, it was like really got me to catch on to the two sides. Like, man, you got a point. If you're not focused on just fixing the money problems, then yeah, the life problems are gonna be hard. It's gonna tie into each other. So
yeah,
you got to take that focus, be selfish, work, and then it doesn't even have to be like. I feel like selfish is a negative word, but focusing on yourself. What can you do to improve yourself? That's a better way to say it. Working on self-improvement.
Definitely, yeah.
But yes, you do need to tune out a lot of BS, and like that's why when kids like LeBron,
there's a lot of noise out there that y'all can be tuning out. Man,
this is why I praise like when LeBron was a kid and he was in high school.
Man.
Like,
could you imagine that?
They knew he was gonna go.
Following
yeah, but they knew he was gonna go. He was gonna be a prodigy, and it wasn't as much as it is for high school kids now. High school kids now are always on camera.
Yeah,
they're growing up with that. They're always on camera. They always have like slam basketball coming through magazines of the kids.
Oh yeah,
they're used to that now.
That's part of the lifestyle, I guess.
But LeBron growing up, his community, like they probably had to shelter him, keep all the negativity away from him.
Well, I mean, that's what you should do, anyways. I mean, you don't need to hear the noise of all the haters, man.
But I mean, he was still in Akron.
Honestly, yeah, just don't listen to the noises. Continue doing what you do. Follow your grind. Don't listen to the haters.
A lot of kids don't have that though, especially in those type of areas.
Yeah.
Jersey, oh hell.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
Jersey, Chicago. I guess Akron is one of those places. Shoot, Compton.
Throw the whole state of Ohio in there. Just
Ohio. I mean, isn't there's some nice places in Ohio?
Ohio's bad, man.
I've heard there's some nice places in Ohio. I heard there's like a rich section. I mean, every state has a rich section.
Of course they do. But man, for the most part.
Oh yeah, overall, Ohio. I heard Wyoming is one of those places. It's just like, why go there?
Yeah, unless you're gonna own some land and do some farming.
It's like, why go there?
About it. Shit.
But I mean, man, what are we talking about?
The bucket list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the bucket list. So then my last one, I would say. Accomplished a lot that I wanted to do.
See, I mean,
and then after that, you know what? Just be with the family.
I wanna. It's a bucket list. Alright, this is my. I'm gonna clip this one. This is my number 1. I gotta get into heaven. Got me God. That's my number 1 right there.
There you go. All right.
So you gotta be a good person. I think so. Number 2, I have to be a good person, a good human being before I die. Because when I go to God, I want to give him like a list of like, really good. You know,
really good
I have a really good resume. But can I please get in? I've done everything. I've given everything. I've completely like followed your religion. I followed you, believed in you. Because when we die, there's always that one thing in the back of your head that what if it's all dark? What if there's just nothing?
Oh yeah.
What if you die and it's just nothing?
Oh man. So then are we diving into this now? Is this man? Oh, you know what? Yeah.
You have some stuff to say about that?
I mean,
go
dive
ahead.
into it. Yeah, like
Goodness.
just to piggyback off of that. Yeah, like what if there is? But I just refuse to believe that. I do.
I can.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to believe that?
Yeah.
But yeah, when I die,
That's it.
be like, yep.
And like, oh, well, that's what makes life precious. No, motherfucker. We're in hell right now, you understand? You need to do good to get out this motherfucker.
Either this is hell, or it's about to get a whole lot worse if you don't fix yourself up. This is like the in between.
Yeah, or if this is it, then why the hell y'all living such a fucked up life? God damn.
I mean, if anything, like life is meant to be lived to the fullest.
Yes.
You should like. That is one thing that people were like, oh, they're scared to die. You shouldn't be scared to die. Once you get to the point that you're scared to die, you start to become scared to live.
Yeah.
You don't want to go outside your box. You don't want to go outside your comfort zone, or you forget. You don't even notice that you're being sheltered. You don't even notice that you're not being a good human being because you're so scared of death.
Yeah. Weeks. Well, first we'll start off with days or hours. Then hours will turn into days into weeks, weeks into months.
I promise you, everything's gonna go by so fast, and you're gonna be at death's door, and you're gonna be like,
before you know,
oh,
you're like,
I didn't do anything.
10 years just went by in a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
I accomplished nothing.
People hit 50, like Joe Rogan's 52 right now. Watched the video of him talking about it. He said, he's like, time really goes by fast. He was like, I am 52 now.
And that's one thing that we all
he's
face
already,
that same battle.
If we are supposed to make it to 100, he's already halfway there.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm 20. I'm like, there's millionaires at 21 and 22 and 28, 19, 18. I mean, a lot of the people that are 18,
they're getting it from
they're either born in money or video games or some internet thing. But that you have to be honest with yourself. This is why I picked up this book, because it talks about the digital, it talks about the new generation, and that's what I really want to learn, the business behind that. But people are growing up with like YouTube, growing up with Twitch, growing up with all this stuff that if you just like playing games, you make money for it. You don't even have to be in the competition, just somebody watching you do it. And then the competition is another thing.
Oh yeah.
You get to travel.
And then you get your name out there more. You're going out there in public and getting your face out there.
You see all these like events where they have teams going against each other. God.
For $1 million prizes too.
Mm-hmm.
$1 million prizes. I mean, these guys out there doing something that they are passionate about.
It's a whole nother world. Like that stuff I don't even pay attention to. That's a whole nother world.
Oh yeah.
But they're growing up with having such easy access to money. Growing up for like an older generation, it was you went to college, you went and got a good job. Or if you didn't go to college, you worked your ass. Like you worked 3 times as hard.
Definitely. Or you gotta go learn a trade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and trade schools are starting to make a comeback because now all these students are going into debt. Going to college, getting $60,000 in debt. They get out of college, and guess what? They're getting offered for the first salary, $30,000.
I find it amazing when like these people are chasing their dreams while they're in college, and they get to leave college. Like a lot of the DJs, a lot of them were picked out from college by like top artists, and then they were brought out to their shows, and of course they had to pay them, and that's how they started making big money, making big names off of these artists. They're selling them the beats. They're like exclusively only selling at the top tier guys.
And that's when
they
they're
got
consistent.
From college.
Yeah, and that's when you're consistent at something that you're passionate about.
Or artists, yeah, too.
Oh yeah, whatever you're passionate about, just go after it.
You seen this Billie Eilish? Have you heard of her?
No. Who's that?
Man, she's like she just turned 18. I'm surprised you haven't heard of her.
I may have.
I'm gonna just show you a picture. You probably I'm sure somebody in the house is gonna play.
Oh, is it a singer? I wouldn't know a face. You gotta show me. Hey, here's something.
No.
It sounds. I mean, her name sounds familiar.
Well, all right.
Really detached.
But she's 18. She's got millions of people listening to her music.
Wow.
And she just turned 18. She's had millions probably like the past 2-3 years.
No, yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I did see an episode on her when they went back, like when she was like 16, and they had interviewed her, and she didn't have like 10,000 followers, but that was like still amazing to her. But from 17, 1 year later, she was like in the millions. And then at 18, she was like in the 10 millions. And then they showed her at 18, her 16-year-old video, she was like 10,000. She was like, it's crazy how far along you came.
In that short amount of time.
Yeah, in that short amount of time. A short amount of time, just doing what you're passionate about.
I seen another video today of some people. They were talking to Adam Sandler. I hope I didn't say his name wrong. Adam Sandler.
Yeah. There you go.
And Kevin Garnett. And they were talking about something about being the alpha male. But I guess they were doing promo for their new movie coming out.
Yeah.
But they were talking to guys that were doing a podcast. Like that was their show. And so I was interested because I was like, now I want to see how long has their podcast been up that Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett are coming up here. The subscriber count was only in like, I think it was like in the 200,000 or something.
Oh wow!
But no. The views on that only had like a few, like something thousand. So I was like, this Adam Sandler, he's a big name guy. It should be like millions. Like anybody that goes on Jimmy Kimmel. They get like 1 million something views. Anybody that goes on Fallon, they get like 1 million something views. So if Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett go on this podcast, they should be getting millions. And so I did the research, but they've been going for like a year. They had like still hundreds of thousands, probably like some million views on some videos, but
that's good.
In 1 year. A lot of these shows and a lot of these people that are doing this stuff, yearly success. Like in 1 year, I mean, still in the first couple videos they had thousands, but yearly they blow up.
That's what it's gonna be. That's gonna be our, drive and goals, and that's what.
Well, I mean, my goal
has to make their drive and goals and make your goals.
I mean, I have business goals, yes, but I mean, yep. I have business goals, yes. And then I have personal, just like I want to achieve because of my name, like myself, my title. Like not because of money, just to say that I accomplished that. Like, because in my head it wasn't accomplishable, like it wasn't achievable. And I get to that point that I do go accomplish those things, I do go grasp those things, and then I can look back and be like, all the people that including myself that said that I couldn't do it, I did it. And then I can start helping others. And at that point, I can get to a point where it's like, we can go sit down and have a conversation with a homeless man. We can go, like, do anything. Like, in my bucket list, I definitely, honestly, seriously, I mean, if I see God, I see God. I don't know what happens after this, but I hope that I do see Him. But I want to open up a school, and preferably a private school. That way I can be in control of the curriculum. Like, I still want them to, of course, like, pass your state tests, pass your SATs, but I want to make sure that whatever the kids want to do, they are being educated in that field, and then they're also put in a room with other people that are interested in that. Like, when you're put around people that are also motivated by the same things, you guys can get so much accomplished, so much done, so much conversation. Like, a while ago, we were talking about the whole J. Cole thing where he brought out all those artists. Like, they're all peaceful people. I mean, but you bring all these people that are enjoying music and that love music, and then put them in like multiple rooms and make music. They made so many songs.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's only one good positive outcome.
Because you have so many people who love this craft, and this is their craft, this is their life, and they're gonna pour out their life into this song for you. What? Come on, let's go.
Man, yeah, but put them in a classroom, let them learn about whatever it is that they want to learn. Take them to the library. Make sure that they're reading books too, being knowledgeable, but they're actually learning about the stuff that is in their field, in their best interest. Because I've wasted so much time in school. Like, yes, school did help me with certain skills and development, but like life-wise and like going after stuff that really mattered, no, not at all.
Oh, yeah.
That's something you have to teach yourself. And there's nothing wrong with learning that after school. There's nothing wrong with learning at 18, 19, 20, or whatever age. Even if you're like 40, 50, 60, doesn't matter. Whatever age, you figure it out. But it'd be great if kids had the option to get that right then and there.
Why are we waiting for so long? Why don't we start it off like that? Man, could you imagine our society, we started off like that, and you give it like 30 years or 60 years? Oh my goodness! You think we've come along far now?
I mean, you were talking earlier about the country that in China.
Yeah, it's a Asian culture somewhere, or Asian country culture. Jesus, Asian culture or Asian country out there that they don't even start school until they're 8 years old. So they spend 0 to 7 at home. Being a kid, learning home values, what it is.
Now, hopefully, you have a good home life.
Well,
up to then.
Yeah, and then when you hit school,
but yeah,
your mind is ready to learn. You're still having this openness of like, in this eagerness of like, okay, I know what I want to do now. I want to go do it. Or I was really interested in this, and then you can get. They aim the curriculum towards if they're more artistic, if they're more mathematic, if they're more, if they have an engineering mind. If they have,
do you know if they do it based on like test scores, or do the kids have an option?
No, the kids literally go, and the room is set up to where if the kids like to draw, they can go to the art section of the room. If the kids like to play,
so they choose.
Yeah, so the kids just choose because they're like, oh, well, I don't want to do that, don't want to do that, don't want to do. Oh, this looks like something I want to do. And then once the kids go to the areas that they want to be at, then the instruction can begin based off of what the kids have chosen, what they want to go do. And at any time that they want, they can go leave and say, oh, well, this wasn't what I thought it'd be. We'll try something else. And there's no consequence to that. This is your time to grow your child.
But aren't they teaching them in there? Or?
Oh yes, they're still learning, but it's all geared. But they're learning the skills geared focus. It's like they get, instead of learning the extra stuff that you don't need to know.
No, but I'm saying you said they can leave out of there. So I'm saying if they were to leave out of there and go to another one.
Yeah, well, like say they start off with the art and they're like, oh well, no, this isn't what I thought it'd be. I want to go do the math stuff now.
In the beginning, though.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Because like if you're midway through.
Oh yeah, no. Once you're midway, no, like yeah, that all gets hashed out, and I'm sure. Yes, I'm not saying that this is a foolproof plan and it doesn't happen. I'm sure at some point. At the halfway mark, some kid probably was like, hey, you know what?
I mean, everybody changes their mind.
But I don't know enough about that to answer that question. So
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't know enough. But just for the baseline of it, though, for the foundation of it, it's a good foundation to start from. And then you can always adjust as you go along. But at least that way you're not trying to teach a fish to jump out of water and climb a tree. If a fish is a fish, teach her how to swim. You know?
Yeah, but that's on my bucket list. That's one thing that I want to get done. That, skydiving, eat eggs, go to heaven.
There we go.
That's enough for me. Everything else is a goal and it's an accomplishment.
I know my last one is gonna be go to space if we ever have a safe way to get up there. I want to go.
Man, if I go to space, I'm not coming back. If I go to space, that'll be my like ride out. I'll be like 80, and I'll pack enough THC with me that all I could do is have a good time.
Yeah.
And then I could just look at the stars and all the stuff. And I'd be on that dummy mission to go out and
to go
explore.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be on that dummy mission. Pretty much. I'll be old. I'll be like, I'll be like, right, I'm like, give me some. I'll be dapping them up. I'll be gone.
Yo, could you imagine the technology that they would have to have on that ship? It'd be literally like some Star
I better
Trek
be able
stuff.
to contact here.
Oh yeah, like it would be like Star Trek level stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It would be.
Mm-hmm. I better be able to contact
Man,
home.
how cool is that? Yo, we got to Alpha 9, this planet out here.
Yo, grandpa's in space.
Yeah, they're testing the atmosphere. Maybe we can make this into home.
Mm-hmm.
What is that movie? Interstellar?
Mm-hmm. They probably won't let me go. I'm about to die. They probably want somebody young that can mate.
Yeah. Well, shit, but now fuck that good genes, motherfuckers. Y'all pass on my genes. I'll be your stud.
I wouldn't need much use at 80.
No.
I'll cross that one off my list. Well, that's your list, though.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just want to go out to space.
Yeah, hell yeah, I just want to go out there, man. Maybe just pimp us out. Maybe you can go get on the moon.
I wonder how much money it would cost to build a ship. A rocket.
Oh, man.
I'll have someone build it for me.
I don't know that.
I mean, a submarine costs like what?
Let's say 200.
500 mil?
Yeah, so probably around the same. I would say around the same price. Right around 500
Hey,
now.
the number is always achievable. I mean, that is a crazy number.
I know, yeah, because like I'm probably really way overshooting. People like, oh, that's stupid, that's way too much, but I don't know. That's like so.
You never know, but if I had that kind of money, I don't know if I'd buy a rocket. That'd be like,
maybe I'll buy a space station.
I feel like if you're buying rockets, then your parents like invented Amazon and Google or something, because that's a whole lot of money.
Yeah. Or no, that's that oil money or something. That's that Prince money. That's that, you know, that's that money where you have dynasties.
That is the white man's money. That is
no, the white man's money isn't even touching the oil money.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
But I mean,
The richest people in the world, they're not even on these little Forbes lists. Like what we think is actually the richest people, like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, what we think is the richest, they're not even touching the real rich people of the world. They're not even, they're like us compared
so these
to
billionaires
them.
are like nothing?
So
what about Disney? Because Disney is
like,
because that's like,
it's like upper. Well, okay, so compared to the people who are this rich, Disney's like us. Compared to like us looking up at like Disney.
Disney is like
I know,
130
I know.
billion.
These people have money from. This is like hundreds of years of dynasties, gold. You know, this goes back. You know,
Where?
Hundreds of years. These are people that like you don't get to hear about these people. That's how much money they have. These princes and princesses, like you know, of these Arab Saudi Arabia.
They're not using that money.
Oh yeah.
They are.
Oh yeah.
Well, why not?
How do you
How
think
did they have that much money?
oil and dynasties, hundreds, I'm talking about like 600 years of being in charge. That's how they can you imagine 600 years of being in charge? Yeah. One family being in charge for 600 years. You're gonna have like dumb money. They're not gonna be on the floor. They don't care. They don't want to be on that list. They have no desire to be on that list. These guys look like they have hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars compared to these people. I couldn't even fathom how much.
What's your max amount you would put on a house? Your max amount you would put
On a reasonable house?
I mean, this could be, and it doesn't have to be reasonable. Just, it could be a mansion. I mean, when I say house, it's wherever you live. How much would you put on?
I probably wouldn't go over 10 million, to be honest.
Over 10?
Yeah, I wouldn't go over 10. Because I think after 10 million, that's kind of outrageous. But, I mean, honestly, yeah, see, that it all depends on where you get it. Because
no, it depends on what the hell it's got in it.
Yeah, and that too.
Yo, like that one we looked at in Arizona.
Oh my goodness.
If I had that kind of money, I would get that.
Yeah.
They had an indoor basketball court. They had an indoor movie theater, elevator, the sauna.
Yeah. Like everything that you need.
Yo, this crazy garden, crazy pool, crazy view.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's hot in Arizona, but you'd be cool in that house.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh yeah.
Oh, that one we seen that was like 78 million.
Oh yeah, that was.
I mean, that was cool, but I wouldn't pay 78
That
million.
shit was like a resort.
Yeah.
That was like walking into a resort, man. I was like, yo, what?
I don't need all that. At that point,
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't just be me living there. I need like, it couldn't be me.
Yeah, that's like a generation.
It's like community right there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put a community in that house. I'll take that back.
Yeah, no, that's good.
But that could be like us.
Yeah, that's a good generation.
That could be like Bree family. That could be like Isley family.
That's a good generational home.
God, yeah, that's huge.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
One of those multi-lots, multi-homes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You probably have never bumped into anybody.
You could go weeks probably
Mm-hmm.
without seeing each other, and not on purpose, but just because that's how large the property is.
I'm sure the rooms are large enough.
Yeah.
I'd go for that 22 million. That'd be my max.
22.
Just only because it's that specific one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it had to land on it too.
But if anything, man, my max, like casually, I seen one that was like in the 10 million range.
Mm.
And I wouldn't really want to spend that much. Like 3 million,
Yeah.
5 million is really nice.
Yeah, 5 is honestly
5 in a calm,
and you're getting land.
open state.
Like
5 million
my,
is a
yeah, yeah. Like my biggest thing is honestly, if I just get enough land with a nice house, then I'm good. I'm good. There's no real number. If I
Now
get
the
a
only
good price-
reason I would put over is because when you go over a certain limit, that's when they start adding the crazy stuff to your house. That's when it stops looking like a raggedy home or like a nice size home into like, yo, this got like a secret facility. It's got like, you should be parking luxury cars here. Like luxury cars are in the thumbnail. Like that's and that's the 5 million range. 5 million up. Some nice places. 4 million. Still pretty nice. In a good state like Colorado, it is really nice.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, California, if you want a nice place,
California, man,
if you want a
like
nice
10
regular,
10 to 20.
yeah, you're gonna be up there.
Yeah, about 10 to 20. You know, you can start around the 5 million. Put you right outside the ghetto.
Yeah. $1 million home will put you outside the ghetto.
Yeah.
$1 million home in Colorado actually is still like super close to everybody.
Yeah.
But if you go like 3 million, If you go 3 million, you're pretty far away. And then 5 million, you have more than enough space.
Yeah.
We've seen the 78 million. God no, there's nobody next to him.
Mm-mm.
Whoever buys that, there's nobody next to you.
Yeah, you go put up your own little national park there. It feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It probably was. Some tour. It looks like a Jurassic World.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh man. We talked about any sports today?
Not yet. Not
Oh
yet.
wow!
Yeah.
I can't believe that we didn't start off with some
I
sports.
know it, but we have some very interesting topics to talk about today. But yeah, I was actually about to dive into that just to do a little alert, for the Vikings and Green Bay fans out there. Y'all are probably, you might be listening into the game. But right now, 17-10, Green Bay is up right now. Third quarter, it looks like, or the end of the third, so they're about to go into the fourth with Green Bay up. 17-10, there's playoff implications with this game. Ooh,
So we just gonna not talk to these Cowboy fans?
Oh man, them boys, I know y'all hurting. That's alright, man.
Oh, it'd be fun to play right now?
What's that?
That's Stephen A. Smith.
Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all saw Stephen A. today. He was doing this thing. He was out there trolling these Cowboy fans. So we can go ahead, and if y'all didn't catch that clip, we can go ahead and play this little snippet.
I'm gonna open it on first take this morning. This is a
So here's the
special
Christmas
gift
box of
for
fun.
Cowboy fans
We're
everywhere.
gonna post the video too on
Just here.
Twitter.
Yeah, she did an empty job.
Look at this. A shame to mess up that paper she did so nice.
We visualize a very beautiful Christmas box.
Oh, you don't
being
need
opened
scissors,
up.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's in this gift?
That was aggressive.
Not a cat, Molly.
He's opening the box.
What's in here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Absolutely nothing. No division crown. No playoff victory. No Super
messed
Bowl.
up.
Absolutely, positively nothing
No
but
Christmas
Dallas
presents.
Cowboy fans. That's what's in this Christmas gift. That is my.
Just trolling.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, but I'm sorry. I thought y'all had it in the bag. I thought y'all would have pulled it out or something. What do they play? The 49ers?
I don't know who it was, to be honest now.
All I know is y'all ain't doing nothing this year. And that boy is not about to get his contract.
It was the Eagles. It was a conference
Oh
game.
yeah, you're right.
It was the conference game.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah, that man, you had to win that one. That's putting the stamp on it.
Eagles was like, nah.
Nah.
They was like, we might have not did great this season, but
Mm-hmm.
hey, we still a championship team.
Oh yeah. And they're banged up too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are banged up.
They still got spirit. They still got old heads yelling in their ear. They got the injured people like, yo, you better play today.
Yeah. That man, you gotta go out there and represent.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cowboys got the talent on paper. They look so good. They just can't put it together.
Yep. And their boys on contract year. We gonna see how that turn out. But y'all have fun with that. Mom's gonna kill me.
Oh yeah.
It's alright. I have this video on repeat.
Oh my goodness.
It's looking good for my team, and your team might still turn around. You just won, right?
Yeah, we just want to get the
You
Chargers.
still a wild card?
Yeah, we'll bring contention. We need a lot of stuff to happen.
Everybody else better lose.
Yeah.
Everybody else gotta have a bad game, and then you gotta have one more
Yeah,
good.
one more good game, and the rest gonna have bad games.
And then you might make it. It's like the Kings.
Yep. I'm gonna make it to that last wild card spot. And that's what we're fighting for right now between four of the teams.
I mean, I've not been watching a lot of NBA this year.
I haven't watched any sports, to be honest. I'm sorry.
I mean, we've been. I said this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't been watching a lot of basketball since this season. I mean, I've also been focused on other stuff, but I mean, this season hasn't been exciting. Golden State's torn down. Yeah, it was fun to watch for a little bit, but they're really bad. I wouldn't watch them at all. And then Celtics, eh, I don't know. 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 Celtics. Giannis is crazy. Lakers are fun to watch. Clippers are fun to watch. Some of these young guys are pretty exciting. I mean, Luka is amazing. I like watching John Morant.
He's
Zion's
a phenomenal player. John Morant.
Zion's injured.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of garbage teams. Like, I don't talk about the Hornets. They do have an interesting player over there, though. That one guy, you probably don't know his name because I don't even know his name. But he went from averaging like 1 or 2 points last year to like 17 or some more, like some crazy amount. But he's not even like the star player. But he changed it around. He's having like plenty 20-point games, plenty 30-point games. Like, he's doing really good. Turned it around. He's running up for most improved player, but still, garbage team.
Yeah, unfortunately that's what happens.
Garbage team. Like, Raptors, yes, they were a champion team last year, but that was mostly because of Kawhi. Yes, other guys did play their part. It's a 5-man, like, it's a whole 13-man roster, and there's 5 guys on the court. So, yes, everybody did have to play a part, but with Kawhi being gone, they are definitely not winning the playoffs. Like, not this year. They need, like, that actually might be their only ring. What, you found some information or something?
Oh, no. I'm just agreeing with you.
No, yeah. No, but just basketball's been pretty low. I'm watching some football. I watch a lot of boxing, but boxing is also at a low right now. Like, minus Andy Ruiz beating why am I forgetting his name now? Big Greek guy.
Andy Ruiz versus David Ortiz. No. Jesus.
Wow. AJ.
Yeah.
What is Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
There we go. I am so sorry, guys. They're gonna hate me.
Oh man.
And then they turn around, they fought again, and it ended how it was supposed to the first time.
Yeah, that's how it should have been the first time.
Yeah, but other than that, boxing's been pretty down. Like, Deontay gets in, knocks somebody out. Heavyweight's been pretty interesting. Every other class can't stay the same. It's not as interesting. MMA right now, I don't know if you've been keeping up with that.
I make you any kind of entertainment. I'm just working on the grind right now and work.
Yeah.
And school here soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely got to get more into that because
I mean, I'll have my small daily dosage. Probably not even daily. But sports is sports is always going to be a part of me, so that's something I'll talk about. But actually, it is dying down. It's starting to make a turn. Now, I'm still not into watching gaming and all the tournaments they got. I'd rather watch sports. But all that entertainment is starting to really die down. Or maybe it's just for us right now. But I mean, do you have anything else you've seen today? Anything that pulled your interest?
We've hit quite a few topics, and it looks like we're rounding up on the hour time frame. So I think it might be a good time to wrap it on up.
Oh yeah.
Coming up on that hour time frame. So definitely appreciate everybody coming on out tonight with us. Catch us tomorrow. We're gonna continue on with a few of these conversations that we weren't able to hit, but we are gonna try and keep it to an hour tonight. And I definitely hope y'all enjoy. Do you have anything else to add in the show?
Not much. Just glad to have you guys listening, checking in with us. Well, thank you guys for checking in on us again. Go ahead and follow us on all social media platforms at The 2120 Show. Hope you guys have a great night.
All right. Take care.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.